Aquarius. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love reading for the first half of December from the 1st all the way through the 15th. General reading as always, guys, so please keep that in mind throughout your reading. Take from it what makes sense for you personally and release the rest. So I'll be starting with angel messages here from the Intuit Angel Oracle. And let's begin. Let's take a look and see what those blessings might be. Alright, so let's grab some cards from here. And then we'll go ahead and take a look at the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine energy. And to be able to give you guys advice for the first half of the month. Alright, here we go for Aquarius. Alright, so we've got Michael coming through here, Defender and Protector of Earth, reveals truth, restores faith, reassurance, strength, courage, resolve, cutting cords. So take any part of that that makes sense. It also says, call on Michael when you feel afraid, lonely, in despair, or are in need of courage and protection. It's also tapped into the crystal of sapphire. The Sunday reference is a time frame for some of you guys. So that might be of significance when something occurs tied into this particular issue that this is bringing up for you. And it's also a card of trust, or at least the need for trust in a particular situation, whether that is love related or something else pertaining to your life where you do need to distance yourself, or as it says, cutting cords. Okay, let's grab a couple more here. Okay, so we have Nuriel, Angel of Hail, Fire, and Spell Binding. So I love how there's this reference to Earth with this card for Michael, and then this card is tapped into fire. So some of you guys, if it makes sense, the person you're thinking about could have Earth in their chart. So Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, or even fire signs, of course, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. So let's go ahead and read this. It does say subdue elements, protection, wards off evil, liberating truth, power to bind and unbind. I will cover you with fiery wings of protection and make you immune to any kind of evil that comes your way. So of course, it depends on what's going on in your life, especially if that really relates to something that's challenging you right now. We do have fire agate. And as far as a time frame, it could take several months for something to occur or for something to come to the surface. And for now, when it comes to this situation anyway, we do have a no response. That could change in time if it is meant to change. All right, let's grab one more angel message here. And we've got Asmodel. I might be mispronouncing that. I apologize. So we do have Angel of Patience, inner peace, next best step, develop plans, attention to detail, cautious and unruffled. So with this particular card, it does say, I help time, patience, and planning be your allies when you contend with annoying details or complex situations. Watermelon tourmaline, and then the month of April could be a time frame for some of you. So that might not happen until next year, April, and then you're being directed to wait. That could also be why there's a no answer from that card. Okay, so take any part of that interpretation and the messages from your angel guides at this time that makes sense for you, Aquarius. Okay, so let's go ahead and first take a look at the energy for the Divine Masculine. So I'm going to pull from my exposed deck here, the many sides of the Divine Masculine. And for all intents and purposes of this reading, even though I do have cards here that have her, him references, you know, of course, take it how it makes sense for your situation and your person gender-wise, okay? So taking a look at the Divine Masculine at this time. Whoever represents the masculine energy in the connection, what's going on with this person? We have protective, okay? So that's interesting because did we not get some reference to protection? Yes, we did. Okay, so from Angel Nuriel, the angel of hail, fire, and spellbinding, and then there is the reference to protection. So maybe at this point in time, this masculine, either they're wanting to protect the connection, or if they're keeping their distance, they could also be protecting their own space for whatever reason. Let's see what else. But you could also be dealing with a divine masculine that you absolutely could see them as being very protective of you and the relationship. Let's go ahead and grab some more cards here. So protective and caring, that's presenting itself here. What else? We also have passionate coming through here, and we've got intelligent, and lastly, we have respectful. So all of these cards, when it comes to the divine masculine, it looks very nice as far as the energies that they are presenting here in this connection. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot and let's see what else we need to find out. I'll be pulling from my TANIELU tarot deck. So this is a divine masculine who feels very drawn to you. If they didn't make smart choices before, with this intelligent card, I feel they've learned what it is that they need to do to be able to make smarter choices at this point. Speaking of choices, look at this. We've got the Seven of Cups. We also have the Sun coming through. So what I gather from this, and as I've mentioned, I feel they might have made decisions in the past that might have contributed to some challenge in the relationship. But what it is that we're getting from this is they're now protecting the relationship because it means a lot to them. They would like to be able to bring in the energy of the Sun where you guys can find happiness again. They still care for you. They still feel very attracted to you, Divine Feminine. We do have the Ace of Wands right here. They still see the potential when it comes to the connection itself. But we do have this respectful card coming through here. So I really get from the Divine Masculine, if it is your choice, Divine Feminine, to not reconnect, if let's just say you've moved on and you're not really wanting to revisit this connection, then they'll accept whatever your decision is as well, because they recognize you also have choices that you have the power to make. So they would like to be able to win you back, I feel, for those who are in separation, but they'll accept whatever your decision is ultimately. Now take a look at the next card. We've got the Empress representing the Divine Feminine. That is how they see you. They see you as somebody that they really can build a life with here, but they perhaps have done something to disappoint you or to hurt you somehow. We do have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a cycle of change, as we can see right here. And look at this, guys. We've got the Seven of Swords. So more than likely, we have a masculine here, you know, taking responsibility for past actions. And it could have included this, you know, where there could have been cheating, deception, a betrayal of some sort. And what they're really wanting here is to be able to move forward from that if there's the opportunity for a second chance, if there is the opportunity for forgiveness over what might have happened in the past with you, Divine Feminine, because they really would like to still be a part of your life, to be able to re-explore where the relationship goes, but they're trying to do it in a way where they are respectful of your wishes as well. We do have the Divine Feminine also coming in with the energy of the Queen of Swords. We've got boundaries that the feminine has set up when it comes to this masculine. Very understandable why that is coming through there because of what we're seeing here. You know, Seven of Swords is not an easy thing to go through. We do have the Ten of Cups coming through here. So that, of course, is a very beautiful energy, but I feel with the Seven of Swords coming through, there could have been somebody here that was already married. That could, of course, already have been the masculine. Most likely a masculine who was already in another relationship, perhaps. But there could have been a third-party situation here. And it just is showing us that the feminine was not really wanting to create more drama in that situation and probably distanced themselves from the masculine. You probably cut your masculine out of your life here, Divine Feminine. It could also have been the feminines who were already married, and this created a third-party situation. We do have the Four of Wands, so this could have been a twin flame connection, those who were already married and together and committed in a partnership, whether married or not. It seems there was infidelity in the relationship, but through different choices and decisions to be able to help the relationship this time, you guys can still find happiness here. Okay, so, oops, I was going to go ahead and grab some dialogue messages from the masculine. I'm going to pull from my Real Talk with Him deck here, words of wisdom. And again, it does not have to just be for a divine masculine representing male energy. It can be male or female, okay? So it's whoever represents the masculine in the relationship. Masculine, divine masculine energy. So let's grab some words here on behalf of the masculine. Sometimes I get tired of being the strong one. I need you to lift me up too. So take that how it makes sense for the situation, okay? And it could have been a very challenging situation. We see that here. Poor choices, deception, infidelity, possible third parties, okay? Let's see what else here. And that could have also contributed to why there was infidelity to begin with. You know, it requires equality for you guys to be able to lift each other up. But somebody, probably the masculine here, dropped the ball in that area. And really wanting to have a new beginning with the feminine here. Oops. All right, so this one says, second impressions are just as important as first ones. Don't be afraid to show me the real you, unfiltered, uncensored. And that could go both ways, you know, because if someone's being deceptive, they're not exactly being real, you know. So this could even be advice that the masculine learned only after having lost a feminine, okay? So let's go ahead and grab some additional advice here, focusing now on the divine feminine. All right, so I'll be pulling from my Exposed 2 deck, focusing on the divine feminine energy. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius, what else do we need to know? You're coming through as somebody who's very classy, okay? Let's see, what else? Classy, elegant, look at this, smart, sweet. Okay, so that's how you are presenting yourself here. Somebody who has a very good heart, somebody who's classy, elegant, you're smart, you make smart choices. We also have passionate coming through. Okay, so going back to what we've seen with the masculine cards, let me just grab it. So remember, passionate also came forward from the divine masculine deck. You're both feeling very passionate about each other, perhaps. The sexual chemistry could have also been very intense. But what you are exuding here, quality-wise, divine feminine, you are somebody who's a real catch, you know? And maybe the masculine failed to acknowledge that, especially if there were other people in the picture, if they were just not someone who was trustworthy, and if they did cheat on you. Okay, so that's a very specific message that seems to be popping up here. Let's go ahead and grab some tarot. I'll be pulling from my Valentine Connection tarot. Okay. And hold on one second. Did we not get intelligent as well? Yep, we did. So I just realized, intelligent and smart. Okay, so, I mean, you both have the capability to make wise choices here, but based off of the surrounding cards, I do feel that the masculine did not make wise choices, and they've learned lessons since then. So, divine feminine, you're coming in as this very empowered Queen of Pentacles. I feel you've always been very giving to your masculine, you know, when it comes to the love, when it comes to your time, your presence, and they just failed to recognize that. They didn't appreciate it when they had it. And we do have the opportunity for growth still, and perhaps the potential for you to find love again. Okay, but it just doesn't guarantee that it's going to be with this masculine if you're not on the same page, Divine Feminine, because at this point, you might have already moved on and had a new beginning with somebody else where you are experiencing this passionate love connection. Now, for some of you guys, it might have involved legal matters such as divorce or even marriages that might have fallen apart because of infidelity. Okay, so there's this need to make smart choices when it comes to that. But look at all of these amazing cards. We've got the Sun. We have the Nine of Cups. We've got the Four of Wands popping up again. So it is clarifying, perhaps for some of you, this could be a twin flame connection. There is, or at least it seems for some of you, that there was involvement of marriage, but there is the possibility towards reunion. There's still the opportunity for happiness, for wishes that can be fulfilled when it comes to this love connection. We do have the Two of Cups. So these cards are very positive here. We've got the Chariot, we've got the Hierophant, and then we've got the Six of Cups. So I feel, Divine Feminine, you have a masculine here who misses you, who thinks about you, who still would like to be able to build a life with you. This right here creates movement for you guys to perhaps re-explore where the connection could go. And there are lessons that have been learned since the separation and distance apart. I feel things have shifted and changed to where perhaps your masculine is now ready for commitment towards you. Look at this. We do have the Fool's card right there. And we come full circle with that Ten of Cups. So I can't help but feel, you know, this could be long-term commitment. This could be future marriage for some of you. But then again, it could also be Divine Feminines who've already moved on and perhaps could be married or committed elsewhere. You know, you've taken the opportunity to start fresh, start over, and finally find happiness in your life with somebody else. It could be that. But if you're interested in a reunion with your Divine Masculine, what you're really hoping from them is a solid offer of commitment. And I feel just based off of what's coming through here, it's possible. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some dialogue here. I'll be pulling from the Real Talk with Her Words of Wisdom. And again, custom tailor it gender-wise how it makes sense for you. So let's grab some words here. Some words on behalf of the feminine. Okay. Sometimes things don't work out because the universe has a plan that's more beautiful, bountiful, and bigger than anything we could have ever imagined for ourselves. And that's true. So Divine Feminine, if you feel, you know, the scenario that I had described as far as you moving on, being able to find love elsewhere because somebody did hurt you from the past, whether it was infidelity or something else, this is you preparing for the next chapter to be able to find this beautiful, amazing connection. But for some of you, I really do feel you've already found it. Okay. And bottom of the deck, we've got the right one will take your breath away each and every time you see them. So you know who this person is. You know who it is that takes your breath away. You know, they walk into the room and it, you know, you could have butterflies and just have this overwhelming feeling of attraction towards this person. So you know who it is that has captured your heart. All right, but I do see that there are potentials for reunions, certainly marriage in the future, and to be able to reconnect with somebody that you still care for and love. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and grab some final advice. I'll be pulling from Sister Moon Tarot's deck here. Give me 1 second. The Stay Inspired Oracle cards. Okay, so let's grab some final messages here. We have pain and struggles. That makes sense based off of what we've seen. Pain and struggles are just motivation to propel you into your God-given destiny and help you reach your potential. Okay, because you do have a lot of potential to see where the future goes, whether that's pertaining to your love life or something else going on in your life. And I love this. We've got walk your own path. And this particular message has something to do with the divine feminine. Okay, walk your own path. Nobody has to feel good about it other than you. Feminine energy, gentle, nurturing, receptive, flexible, and open. And perhaps divine feminine, you are open to the possibility of being able to find love again, being able to find happiness again after having been disappointed in love and romance. But I do feel there's somebody here, more than likely a masculine, who wants to be able to reignite the passion, to be able to come back together with you if you're open to second chances. All right, guys, so I'll leave that there. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below in the description box, as well as the action buttons at the end of this video. And be sure to check out the intuitive channeled message for the first half of December for your zodiac sign. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.